Tonight, details on the Muslim Solidarity March on Shields, students who are stuck abroad due to new travel bans, and 5 are dead after freezing rain brings treacherous road conditions.
Plus, we have your weather for the Super Bowl weekend, plus sports and entertainment, all on CTV now.
Good evening and thanks for tuning in. I'm Emily Biffinger.
And I'm Kiara Coles. 5 people in northern Colorado are dead after 5 separate car accidents on Wednesday, according to the Colorado State Patrol. The crashes are said to be due to the dangerous driving conditions caused by the freezing rain that fell yesterday afternoon throughout the night. Fort Collins was put on accident alert by the Fort Collins Police Department, and Fort Collins was under a winter weather advisory until 9 this morning. According to the National Weather Service, remember that in snowy and icy conditions, to give yourself extra time to stop, make sure your headlights are on, be sure to have plenty of antifreeze, and dress warmly just in case you have to get out of your car.
Organizers for Tuesday's protest of President Donald Trump's travel ban expected maybe 800 people to join the march on Shield Street in Fort Collins. As a precaution, they printed enough petition forms to accommodate 1,000 signatures. But 30 minutes before the march had started, 2,500 had gathered near Roland Park.
Thousands gathered here in West Fort Collins to protest and sign a petition against Trump's travel ban. Fort Collins for Progress started the movement with the mission statement that we build bridges, not walls. We rally with immigrants protecting their rights. We rally with Muslims defending their freedoms. We rally with taxpayers safeguarding their investment. And we rally with the local law enforcement ensuring that they can serve their community.
So as many of you are probably aware, Trump recently put in an executive order to basically, just to kind of sum it up, basically ban a bunch of Muslims from coming into the U.S. And this is so important because I know so many people who are affected by this, and to even not have necessarily direct family or direct friends or whatever, these are people that are with you in classes who are now not able to go back to their countries because of fear that they're not going to be able to go back in. And so we're out here today to really fight against that and to say we're in this together and we're going to fight this, because that's not what democracy looks like, and this is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Tell me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
Citizens are planning to send a small delegation of people to Cory Gardner's office. They will collect letters and petitions and talk with Dan Betts, Cory Gardner's district representative.
You know, I really just want to tell the CSU community to really go out there and have these conversations, as hard as it is, and as much as sometimes people don't want to have these conversations. It's so important to go up to your, Muslim, fellow students and to ask them how they're doing and to make sure that they're okay, and just let them know that you're here for them, because that's really so important to us right now. We need that support. So,
if you would like to get involved with the movement, please visit foco-progress.org.
As mentioned, the Muslim Solidarity March was a reaction to an executive order that President Donald Trump issued last Friday. The executive order, titled Protecting the Nation from Foreign Terrorist Entry into the United States, temporarily bans refugees, immigrants, and citizens from 7 Muslim-majority countries from entering the U.S. These countries include Syria, Iran, Sudan, Libya, Somalia, Yemen, and Iraq. Initially, citizens from these areas who were already issued a valid visa, including those considered permanent legal residents and green card holders who had permission to be in the U.S. but were visiting their home country when the order was issued, are prohibited from re-entering the U.S. Homeland Security has since announced that these people will be allowed back in, but for students, non-permanent workers, business people, and more, it is still unclear when they will be able to return to the United States. President Trump's executive order has affected the CSU community, as 3 students are currently unable to return. Be sure to check out our YouTube page for further developments on this story.
When we get back, CTV reporter Michelangelo Bustamante, who has an update on the construction on Shields and how that's affecting local businesses.
Stay tuned.
Tune in to KCSU, your student-run radio station at Colorado State University. Live 24 hours a day, every day at 90.5 FM and kcsufm.com. Live local new music now, and news, talk, and sports. KCSU, the radio voice of Colorado State, on the air since 1964.
You're watching CTV, produced by Colorado State University students, bringing you news, weather, sports, and entertainment from campus and beyond. CTV live Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. on campus and Fort Collins on Channel 11. Repeats at midnight, 8 a.m., noon, and 2 p.m.
The Rocky Mountain Collegian is your student-run news and information platform. Pick up your paper on campus or around Fort Collins Monday through Thursday with special editions Fridays. And check out collegian.com anytime for all the latest updates. News, sports, entertainment, opinion, and more. The Rocky Mountain Collegian, serving Colorado State since 1891.
College Avenue has been your student magazine for the last 10 years. College Avenue prints once a month covering topics that are relevant to the CSU and Fort Collins community. We also print special editions like the graduation guides at the end of each semester, the best of CSU each fall, and the orientation guide each summer. Look for us on racks around campus, off campus, or online at collegian.com under the College Avenue tab.
Welcome back from the break. CSU and Campus West are working on creating an underpass beneath Shields, but businesses on that street worry that the heavy traffic and eventual shutdown of Shields will harm their businesses. We here are now going to head over to CTV reporter Michelangelo Bustamante with the story.
Thanks, Emily and Kiara. As I mentioned last week in my report, CSU and the City of Fort Collins are working on an underpass at the intersection of Shields and Elizabeth. This project has been in the works for several years, and construction is finally taking place. This is going to affect the Campus West shops and restaurants, especially the mom and pop shops. I wanted to profile one of these businesses and see how it's going to affect them and what they think the benefits will be. Let's take a look.
The idea of this concept is to create a global fusion cuisine. We serve South American food, we serve a little European, Asian, American, and we have a lot of fusion dishes.
We're here at one of the newest restaurants in the Campus West area to learn more about the creative ways they're going to keep bringing in business during construction.
Yes, we plan to be open for the construction time. So, and then we design a couple of flyers and advertisement to go and run it through the dorms. So they know that we're here. We plan to give a 15% discount for the first time that they come in.
Serving a large student population continues to be a major focus for businesses despite construction.
The menu is designed for students. When I was away from home, I want to have those dishes that my mom used to make, right? Like beef stew or a rice or something that my mom used to make. So that's the idea of this concept, to bring them back those little memories from mom, from grandma.
Once the project is complete later this year, Campus West residences and businesses are hopeful to see the benefits.
So taking back a little bit from the construction is going to affect the business. It might be, but I mean everything for yes, it's going to be for the goodness of the community.
Of course, we'll keep you up to date as the construction on Shields and Elizabeth and all around campuses progresses. For now, back to you, Emily and Kiara.
Thanks, Michelangelo. Kiara, traffic has been really bad, especially with all the snow and ice lately.
Absolutely. It's so icy outside.
I know, I even almost fell getting to my car this morning.
Same. Black History Month officially kicked off on Wednesday with a celebration in the Laurie Student Center. The Black African American Cultural Center has an entire lineup of events this month, including a show by comedian Nate Jackson, a Black History quiz bowl, a hair show, and much more. Be sure to check out those events along with their dates and times at baacc.colostate.edu.
Executive producer Bailey Lakey and I checked out Rocky Mountain National Park this weekend because it has been breaking attendance records left and right. They set a record with 4.5 million visitors in 2016. In fact, every month of the year except December set a monthly record. Last year's visitation number had a 9% increase over the previous annual record in 2015, a 32% increase since 2014, and a 40% increase since 2012, said Kyle Patterson, spokesperson for the park. The number of winter visitors continues to increase in the park. Many other national parks in the Rocky Mountain West also recorded record numbers of visitors last year when the National Park Service celebrated its centennial anniversary.
After the break, we will head over to Elizabeth Prosy to see how the weather looks for the rest of the week.
Hopefully those driving conditions clear up for Super Bowl weekend.